Good day, I'm Teresa Fredericks from Growing Businesses Using Projects, bringing you yet another video, this time on MS Project, and we are spotting over allocation of resources, looking at several views. My intent with this and every video is to ensure that the ordinary person can understand what is being taught and apply it. Our agenda is simple. What is overallocation of resources in MS Project? How to identify overallocation of resources in the different views. So let's look at overallocation of resources, some key facts. A resource's capacity to work is measured in units. The maximum capacity of a particular resource is called maximum units, labeled max units in project. Units are measured either as a percentage, such as 300 units, or as numbers such as 3 units. A resource's capacity to work in a specific time period is determined by that resource maximum units and resource calendar. Why resource calendar? The resource may be on leave. That is a significant factor that you should take into account so you don't schedule the resource when the person is on leave. The relationship between a resource capacity and that person's task is called allocation. So let's examine some key facts with respect to overallocation of resources. The resources assignments exceed the resource's maximum capacity to do work. For example, a full-time resource who has 65 hours of work assigned in a 40-hour work week is overallocated. These states of overallocation apply to work resources. Cost and material resources do no work, therefore their assignments are not subject to allocation issues. So how is overallocation discovered in MS Project? There are several ways. 1. Indicators of overallocation are next to the names of overallocated resources in the resource sheet. 2. The Gantt chart view also shows overallocation of resources against the task in which the overallocation occurs. 3. You can use the resource graph to see allocations for each resource graphed against a timeline. 4. The overallocated resource report gives the work details of overallocated resources. 5. The team planner view shows assignments per resource in a simpler format. 6. The resource usage view also shows overallocation. And 7. The resource allocation view, which is a combination view that includes the resource usage view in the top and the leveling Gantt view in the lower pane. So we are in the resource sheet view and we are trying to spot overallocations. You can spot them by the red writing that is on the sheet which says John Smith, Adam Gray, and equipment are overallocated. When you go here, you will see a little red person. If you click on that, this resource is overallocated. Let us look at the maximum availability. Smith is 100%, which means he's 8 hours on the project every day. Gray is only 50%. We have 2 laborers because we have 200%. And equipment, we have 1 piece of equipment because we have 100%. So this is how you spot it in the resource sheet view. So let's go to the Gantt chart view. Whereas the resource sheet view says which resources are overallocated, the Gantt chart view says which task is overallocated. This task has overallocated resources and it's saying to right click for options. So it means task 1, task 2, and task 3 have overallocated resources. In phase 2, task 1 have overallocated resources. This is the way you see and find out overallocation in the Gantt chart view. So let's go now to the resource graph. You can get that in other views. You just click here, you see resource graph. And this is showing you overallocation. It's saying equipment is overallocated. It's saying there's 1 piece of equipment, but there's a requirement for 2. So, and it will actually give you the date on which the overallocation takes. Now you can roll further and it will tell you each one that is overallocated. Like for instance with Adam Gray, it says he is 50% on the project, but there's a requirement for him to be 100%. So in this area, there's overallocation. So you go through from resource to resource and you will get what the overallocation is. Now let's look at yet another way of spotting overallocated resources. We are going to the overallocated resources report. So you go into resources, overallocated resources, and you're actually going to get a report on the status of the overallocated resources. You have John Smith, Adam Gray, and equipment, and it's giving you the information on them. So what about the team planner view? In resources, you're going to see team planner. You click on that drop down, and you're going to get the team planner view. And it is giving you John Smith. You're actually seeing that task 2 and task 2 has an overlap here. You're seeing Adam Gray, you're seeing the problem is with in this area here, and you're seeing the equipment, the problem is with task 1. So the team planner view also shows you the over allocated resources. Yet another view, you can right click on the conceptual menu, it give you resource usage view, or you can go into other views, other views, more views, and you look for resource usage, and you get it here. You click on it, and it comes up, and this gives you the name of the person and all their information, and you're going to see the task on with the days on which they are over allocated. So here again, you're seeing John Smith, Adam Gray, and equipment is over allocated. In the next video, we're going into why these over allocations came about and how we can fix them. The last view that we are going to take a quick look at, we go into under resources, we go into views, more views, and we are looking for the resource allocation. You click on it, and this is a split view, and again you are seeing the over allocated resources. So there are several ways of detecting over allocated resources, but as I said, in the next video we'll go a step further. Why the over allocation and how can we fix it? If you like my content, give it a thumbs up and subscribe.